Yes, good evening, USA, Canada, International, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, and of course, live streamer and rookie podcaster of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with the 236th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube. And besides myself, is the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. Make sure you turn on your notifications and follow the show on Instagram as well as Facebook as well. And for those of you that's new and don't know what this is about, this is a comedy show based on various topics in entertainment news, music news, real life stuff, which includes of course a little bit of mental health, a little bit of transit, a little bit of what's going on in New York as far as like crazy stuff. So and much more. So, if you're new to the channel and you missed any previous episodes whatsoever, please go ahead and grab that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555, and you're gonna see all the YouTube recordings of the New York podcast episodes already uploaded and posted to the YouTube channel page. Be sure to tap the noni bell so you can be reminded when the show goes in the air via live stream, along with the enabling alerts as a reminder of when the live stream recording podcast episode is going to be starting. And of course, stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics that's being discussed. And you can listen, stream, watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Make sure you catch up to all of them, and of course, tell a friend to another friend, and I will handle where you can listen to the podcast episodes at the end of this show episode recording. All right. And yes, I do apologize for the 4-hour episode. I didn't mean to make it too long, but I had a lot of topics. That's the reason why I made it so long. And that's the reason why sometimes I make episodes like between sometimes an hour and sometimes 2 hours because I have more than 5 topics to actually cover. So I didn't want to decrease it to less than an hour because that's not really me. I'm all about straightforward and just going through with it, just going with the flow. That's pretty much what I do when it comes to podcast recordings and stuff. So that's pretty much what that is actually. And so yes. And all right, so let's get into, hold on a second here. Also, if you would like to make a charitable donation to support this podcast whatsoever, before I forget, make sure you go to this Cash App right here, which is $ G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G, lowercase MONEY, capital S, lowercase TACKZ. No, no, capital STACKZ 555. I didn't misspell it. I just wanted to be sure. So I'm just, repeating it for those of you who have a pen and paper. You can write it down on a piece of paper or whatever. And if you go to the link in bar, it's gonna say support the podcast. You can it doesn't matter if you are from a rich family or not. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you decide and desire of your choice will be appreciated. And also, you can also um rate this podcast. You can rate the podcast 5 stars, of course, in Podchaser, Podfriend. There's of course Spotify as well. Make sure you give a 5 star rating to Spotify as well, and all that other stuff. And for the most part, be sure to share the episodes, share the videos, and that's basically what I had to really remind you folks out there that's listening. And yeah, so all right, so let's get into a little thing that I like to call the New York Mass Transit Files. Let's get into it right about now, though. And our first topic in the transit news segment right here. Let me just pull it up. Real quick. Hold on a second. Yeah, just one moment. Okay. All right. Let's get into. I have my topics. Don't worry. Just want to make sure I got everything all straightened out. Okay. All right. So I got the topics. Okay. So here we go. Let's get into. Yeah. All right. Let me draw up the sound effect real quick. Okay. We got a little issue here that we need to talk about. Let's get into it. All right. So here's what's happening. Okay. So what's going on with the and I have some bad news for all you train commuters and stuff. There's going to be some disruptions, not just on President's Day weekend, but other dates as well. So I want to actually get to it. So let's go into it. Subway service on the A, C, D, E, F, and M lines will be disrupted for more than a week next month with the MTA performing track and replacement work. The work, according to the MTA, is scheduled to begin over President's Day weekend and last for 10 days. The MTA plans to replace tracks and switches north of the 42nd Street Port Authority bus terminal. The service changes will take place from Friday, February 17th, coming up this week at 9:45 p.m. through Monday, February 27th at 5 p.m. Ain't this some shit? Ain't this some shit? Yeah, that's crazy right there. That's really crazy. And I really do feel bad for the people who take the trains and stuff that have to deal with all these disruptions and stuff during services and stuff. And then you have people like the MTA want to raise the fares and shit, but no good service. But um this is not good. This is not good for the people out there who's trying to get to their destinations. Yeah, that shit is not good at all. And that would be sort of like an epic fail. Yeah, that's like an epic fail right there. All right, so so the MTA says that the work is critical and is being done over the holiday week to ensure minimum impact to customers. Given the holidays, service will be effective on 4 days. No, excuse me, 4 weekdays. And here are the following, excuse me, here are the following service impacts. Starting starting on Tuesday, February 21st to Friday, February 24th, downtown C trains will run express from 145th Street to Canal Street. Downtown E trains will run on the M line from 5th Avenue, 53rd Street to West 4th Street. Downtown D trains will run local from 145th Street to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. F trains, select F trains will operate via the E line between Roosevelt Avenue and 47th and 50th Streets, Rockefeller Center during rush hours from so Brooklyn bound during morning rush hour, Queens bound during afternoon rush hour. The M trains will run via the JZ line between Delancey Street and Essex Street and Chambers Street. M trains will terminate at Chambers Street. No M service between Essex Street and Forest Hills 71st Avenue. Downtown A trains will run express from 59th Street, Columbus Circle to Canal Street at all hours. Okay. Downtown C trains will run express from 59th Street, Columbus Circle to Canal Street. Downtown E trains will run on the M line from 5th Avenue, 53rd Street to West 4th Street. Downtown A trains will run express from 59th Street, Columbus Circle to Canal Street at all hours, including late nights. Yes, President's Day weekend only, Friday, February 17th at 9:45 p.m. to Tuesday, February 21st at 5 a.m. The F train will run on the E line between Roosevelt Avenue and Rockefeller Center. Weekends of February 25th to February 27th only. Saturday, February 25th from 8 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. to Sunday, February 26th from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. M trains will run on the the F and Q between Metropolitan Avenue and 96th Street and 2nd Avenue. The Uptown A, C, and E trains will operate normally. Strap hangers can sign up for the MTA Weekender newsletter sent every Friday to inform customers of weekend service changes throughout the transit system. And yes, so that's pretty much what this is. So this is a map. Hang on a second. Let me just. Okay, so the service changes between C, D, E, and M. Yes, so February 17th, Friday, 9:45 p.m. to February 27th, Monday, 5 a.m. In yeah, in February 2023, track switch replacement north of 42nd Street, Port Authority bus terminal will result in service changes. Trains, trains rerouted downtown will run via F and M between 5th Avenue, 53rd Street, and West 4th Street. M train part suspended and rerouted Tuesdays through Friday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. M train will not run between Essex Street and 71st Avenue and will run via JZ to Chambers Street. The D Express to Local from Tuesday to Friday, downtown D train will run local from 145th Street to 59th Street, Columbus Circle. And the C train local to Express, downtown C train will run express from 145th Street to Canal Street, downtown trains only. Okay. That's pretty much what this is right here. You like to know what's going on, and you didn't get a chance to see didn't get a chance to see what was going on. This is just a reminder, and this is from amny.com/New York /MTA announces service disruptions. If you go on the website, you're gonna see the word transit, and you're gonna see this particular page right there, this particular article that I just mentioned, and just you know what I'm saying. And yes, so that's pretty much what this is right here. And let's see what else do we have here in transit. Let me see. 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 Do we have any more anything in transit? Nope. Let's get into let's get into Chuck D, man, and the whole thing too. Oh wait, hold on. Do I have that? No, that's for the next episode. Sorry. Yeah, that's for the next episode. Yeah, that's for the next episode. Okay, so let's go to all right, Chuck D. No, actually, let's get into the person who's the co-founder that basically passed away recently in a segment that I like to call Chatting or the Jazz. I can't believe he committed suicide, man. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit though? That's fucking crazy right there, man. It really is that fucking crazy, like really. But we had to get into this right here. All right, so let's get into it right here. Let's go. Yeah, that's right there. Hold on a second. All right. All right. Okay, we need to get into the passing of the co-founder of Dave and Busters. Okay, so the co-founder of the popular arcade restaurant chain Dave and Busters has died in an apparent suicide, according to um, local reports and a company statement. James Corley, age 72, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound in Dallas on Monday. Local ABC affiliate WFAA reported. Dallas police found Corley after he allegedly shot himself in his home near White Rock Lake, and he was rushed to an area hospital where he died. Police told the station. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's terrible, man. That's really terrible. All right, there's more to this story right here. Um, there's more to this story right here. Okay, so both Corley's family and Dave and Buster's confirmed his death. His daughter told the local station that her father hadn't been the same haven't been the same after suffering a stroke recently. Buster Corley had a stroke 4 months ago that caused severe damage to the communication and personality part of his brain. Kate Corley said in a statement to the station, the family asked for privacy during this time. Corley funded the successful chain with partner Dave, partner Dave Corriveau after the two teamed up to open the first location in Dallas in 1982. A spokesperson for the company, which the business partners sold years ago, remembered Corley for his easy laugh and deep care for those who worked for him. His pioneering spirit and steadfast belief that everybody is somebody set the foundation for bringing food and games to millions of Dave and Buster's guests over the past 40 years. The Dave and Buster's representative said in a statement to WFAA, Buster's passion for hospitality, his demand for excellence, and the deep care he had for his team members were unparalleled. Corley and um, Corvo had owned and operated businesses. Corley, a restaurant, and Corvu, an arcade, doors down from each other in the late 1970s. They noticed they often shared customers looking to make a day of dining out and playing games, and came up with the idea to create one establishment with both attractions. In December 1982, they joined together and did just that, opening the first Dave and Buster's in Dallas Restaurant Row. The partners The business partners famously flipped a coin to decide whose name would go first, with Corvo winning the coin toss according to the company history. The company has since opened more than 140 locations across the country. Our hearts go out to his family at this difficult time, and while we will miss his wise counsel and his easy laugh, the legacy he and Dave built endures. A Dave and Buster's spokesperson said. Corley outlived Corvo, who died at age 63 in 2015. Damn. in 2015. Damn. Oh man. So actually, there is a Dave and Busters in around New York, in Manhattan, New York. I actually been to one actually. So I went there once, but their prices is a little crazy right now. It's pretty expensive. You know what I'm saying? So um okay, so if you are hold on a second. If you are struggling with suicidal thoughts or experiencing a mental health crisis and living in New York City, you can call 1-888 NYC well. That's 1-888 NYC WELL for free and confidential crisis counseling. If you live outside the five boroughs, you can dial the 24/7 National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 988 or go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org. Wow. So, sleeping power to the co founder of Dave and Busters. Damn, that sucks, man. That really sucks right there. Um, all right, so Chuck D. Okay, let's get to Chuck D. Let's get to Chuck D. And this is from allhiphop.com. Public Enemy founder revealed how much they were harassed by the cops in their early days over their political stance. So Chuck D believes Public Enemy got a tougher time from law enforcement than any other artist. The politically focused hip hop group rose to fame in the late 1980s alongside gangster rap originators NWA, who were also periodically in conflict with law enforcement to their own uncompromising lyrics tackling police brutality and racism. Um, yeah, yeah, that right there is a little unfortunate. So I don't know. That's a little unfortunate right there. Um, yeah, yeah, that's a little hard to believe though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, yeah, that's crazy. That's very crazy to hear. Yeah. However, in a fan-led interview with The Guardian, Chuck D said his group faced the worst of the government backlash to music that was critical of American society. Wow. American society. Let's see. And in quote, he states, I don't know about intimidation, but yeah, probably more than anybody in music, he said when asked how much police harassment and FBI intimidation Public Enemy received. The Fight the Power legend went on to say he's not bitter about his treatment as it helped fuel his creativity. It's nothing to be annoyed by. The 62-year-old added, "It's it's what it is. The most I could do was to make songs about it. On Public Enemy's first album, Yo Bum Rush the Show, we said the governments are responsible. Governments plural, because governments like to split up human beings, but music likes to unite people." Despite Public Enemy's success, hip hop acts have generally taken a less political path since their heyday, a shift he sees as down to the nature of the music industry. The revolution can't be sold, he added. It can't be marketed the other way other music is marketed. It has to be given to the people. We had the blessing of right age, right place, right time. Hold on. Okay, let's lighten shit up here. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's lighten shit up here with the next topic right here. Um, yeah, so Jay-Z is reportedly on board to help put together Rihanna's forthcoming return to the stage for the Super Bowl for the Super Bowl 57 halftime show in Glendale, Arizona, which already happened. This is a recap. Um, and according to Capital FM, Hove in tandem with Rock Nation will be organizing the highly anticipated performance with Rihanna set for February 12th, which I already watched already. Um, I will go over the highlights of what went down with Super Bowl 57 as far as like the Rihanna performances and the Super Bowl 57 commercial ads. That would be for a future episode. All right. So Hove has served as the NFL's live music entertainment strategist since 2019 and actually signed Rihanna to Def Jam in 2005 during his brief presidency at the iconic label. Rihanna is a generational talent, a woman of humble beginnings who has surpassed expectations at every turn. Jay said a person born on the small island of Barbados who became one of the most prominent artists ever, self made in business and entertainment. And Ree has remained tight lipped about performance details, but many fans hope to see some of her superstar collaborators hit the stage as special guests throughout the 12-minute set. I thought it was 13. I thought it was a 13 minute performance. Well, turns out to be less than 13. Anywho, the performance will mark the the Beijing billionaire's first appearance at the Super Bowl and first major performance since the 2016 MTV Video Music Awards, where she delivered a career spanning medley of hits to coincide with her receiving the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. While it remains unclear what fans can expect from the show, the 34-year-old confirmed in November that she's working on a special project to coincide with the big game, although she suggested it won't be a new album. Last week, Rihanna unleashed a limited edition um, Savage X Fenty football theme drop. The game day collection boasts 17 different pieces, including hoodies, sweatpants, varsity jerseys, top hats, beanies, boxes, and a bandana. Fans looking to purchase the drop can head over to Savage X Fenty's website or retail stores where items ranging in sizes um double XS to 4X are available. Prices range from, let me get this right, $24.95 to $89.99 for extra VIP members, and $32.95 to $112.95 for non-VIP members. Wow. And I mean wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. You feel what I'm saying? Um like damn. Like damn. I don't know if I would do something like that, but that's a little that's a little that's a little bit of a reach, but hey, it is what it is. All right. The Grammy winner also released a teaser for her halftime performance with Apple Music, which hints at the end of her musical hiatus that's reached well over 2,000 days since her 2016 Anti album. What the damn, 2,000 days? Sheesh. The trailer fittingly ends with a brief snippet of Needed Me from the singer's last studio effort. Wow. Wow. Damn, 2,000 days is a long ass time, though, if you really want to get technical with it. And speaking of long ass time and more music stuff, let's get into Cardi B and Ludacris. All right. Let's get into Cardi B and Ludacris. Okay. Cardi B, Killer Mike, Ludacris. Actually, I didn't know he was included. Um, and more are set to make appearances. This is a recap though too. Um, Appearances during Shaquille O'Neal's immersive virtual reality New Year's Eve stream on Saturday, which took place December 31st. The former Los Angeles Lakers center will host the Spectacular, a New Year's Eve VR concert experience, um, and will also feature cameos from four-time Super Bowl champion Gronkowski and Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue model Camille Cost, Cost, Kostek. Camille Kostex. Additionally, with performances from Cardi B, Killer Mike, and Luda, the New Year's Eve countdown show um, will feature Lil Yachty and a special DJ set from Shaq, aka DJ Diesel. The virtual reality stream can be accessed in each time zone with a Meta Quest 2 headset or online via social media apps such as Facebook and Instagram. Cardi B posted a footage of the exclusive stream to her Instagram story on December 31st, revealing a sneak peek of Lil Yachty, Ludacris, and Rob Gronkowski's performances. The clip Cardi shared also features glimpses of DJ Diesel holding it down behind the turntable and turning up with a full marching band drum line and cheerleaders. Um, in 2021, Shaq, aka DJ Diesel, Lil Wayne, and E40 were a part of a similar New Year's Eve celebration as a result of their headline performances for the Day 122 concert event put on by Coachella Crossroads and 29 Palms Band of Mission Indians. This won't be the first time this year that Shaq shifted into his DJ Diesel alter ego in order to team up with the superstar artist for a high profile event. Of course, during Super Bowl, what is it? Super Bowl 56 weekend in Los Angeles this past February. The NBA legend turned DJ brought out artists such as Lil Wayne, Diplo, and more to his massive Shaq's Funhouse event at the Shrine Auditorium and Expo Hall. According to reports, VIP tables for the event were being sold for up to $60,000, while prices for suites were hovering around $150,000. There were also a $1 million package, which featured private jet travel and other lavish amenities. Interesting. Interesting, right there. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun though. Let's see. Let's see. Um, okay. Okay. Um, yes. Also in 2020, the four-time NBA champion joined forces with three-time Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski and with General Insurance for Shaq's Funhouse versus Grunt Beach virtual party, which doubled as an event intended to raise money for organizations fighting for social justice. Oh gosh. I still don't understand the phrase social justice. But anyway, the live stream party with a purpose featured performances from the Baby, Diplo, Snoop Dogg, Carnage, Steve Aoki, and others. And let's see what is going on here. Okay, fans eager to join the spectacular VR experience can find out more information on the stream, blah blah blah, and all that other stuff. So, anyway, all right, let's get to our next. Let's get to our next topic. Next topic has to do with. I already did that. All right, so let's go to future. Um, let's go to future, and then we'll do the highlights after, and then Ice Spice. Okay, let's go to future. Let's go to future. Okay, here we go. All right, so Future has let his devoted fans know he's back in the lab and on a different type of time amid all the type surrounding the release of a new album. On Wednesday, February 8th, the Atlanta, Georgia native took to Twitter to get some things off his chest. Some people don't appreciate you when you humble, he wrote. And hold on. Hendrix followed that up with two other tweets teasing another musical takeover in 2023. Although this time he says moving different. Moving different all 2023, he added. I'm in album mode. Of course, um, Future's tweets come just weeks after he hinted that a joint album with Metro Boomin will drop sometime this year. Pluto shared Pluto shared the news on his Instagram stories last month with a post from another IG account claiming the pair are prepping a joint project. It's unclear if this is the record that Future is in album mode for, but signs seem to point in that direction. Metro Boomin added fuel to the fire during a recent interview with Apple Music's Ebro Darden when he explained the two decided to lock in for a full project as opposed to just a handful of songs. End quote. Hold on. Okay, end quote. I was like, look, the last time anybody's really heard a song from me and you was Mask Off. Metro recalled of his conversation with the Mask Off collaborator. So instead of us randomly throwing one or two songs we did on here, we got to wait and just give them a joint. Future's last album, I Never Liked You, was released in April 2022 and opened at number one on the Billboard 200 with 222,000 first week units. Its lead single, What You What its lead single, Wait For You, featuring Drake and Thames, like likewise debuted atop the Billboard Hot 100. Wait For You also proved to be a massive hit as it won Best Collaboration at the 2022 BET Hip Hop Awards and Favorite Hip Hop Song at the 2022 American Music Awards, while also being crowned um, Apple Music's most streamed song of 2022. More recently, the track won Best Melodic Rap Performance at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. And I Never Liked You was also in the running for Best Rap Album. Future's first nod in the category, but lost out to Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Okay, this is where we segue to the highlights of the Grammys. Even though I didn't get a chance to watch it, but you know what I'm saying. And this is from EW.com. They came, they saw, they wondered where Beyonce was, the most nominated artist of the night, and now the winningest of all time. If not in the categories where it counts the most, might have been tardy to the party, but she was hardly the only one generating memorable moments at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards. Now, um, of course, there was a little bit of anger because some people were saying that Beyonce didn't win Album of the Year. And it's tough, man. Like I can't really record the last time anybody won five awards in one year, which is kind of crazy right there. But anyway, so read on for the highs, lows, and as it was woes of music's biggest night. Okay, so hang on a second. So, whoa, it's Harry's House. Best pop vocal album felt like Adele's prize to lose. She's already taken it twice before for turning 21 and 25. But Harry Styles went ahead and made an album that definitely feels like an album, or at least the only one on the nominees list, with a bona fide monster single in as it was. And so he took home the first major prize of the night. Was he as dazzled as his camisole? The thank you, the thank you for this DoorDash delivery energy of his low key acceptance speech will never tell. Um, High, a historic win. Kim Petras wasn't the first openly trans artist to be nominated for a Grammy. Wendy Carlos and Jackie Shane, among others, preceded her, but her best pop vocal duo or group performance in win for Unholy with Sam Smith with marked a major joyful moment. While Smith stood by in respectful silence, and the German born singer acknowledged the weight of it, tipping her win to all the incredible transgender legends before me who kicked these doors open, including her friend, the late pop singer and producer Sophie, Madonna for fighting for LGBTQ rights, and her mom, who believed me that I was a girl. Oh boy. So, okay. So, high, low, and whoa, an all star crowd caught on tape. Nelly is living for Stevie Wonder and Smokey Robinson. Miranda Lambert needs a nap. Man, Shania Twain feels like a woman when Harry's on stage in his spangles. Oh shit. Beyonce is not in the building yet. Is Ben Affleck okay? The cameras dutifully went searching for reaction shots in the room and sometimes found more, or in the case of Lambert's Seamus Yarn, less than they were looking for. High and low, the in memoriam, impassioned and intimate performances from Casey Musgraves, Quavo, and Bonnie Raitt. Yay, letting a handful of late legends, of course, Loretta Lynn, David Crosby, have the courtesy of sustained standalone clips. Very nice. Vaguely grouping the deceased together by genre, age, demographic, or ethnicity. Not great, Bob. And of course, high Beyonce love on top, plastic off the sofa, passing into Grammy legend. Asking not why James Corden had to be the one to present it. CBS Synergy always wins. But Bay didn't need to hear her name to know that history had just been made, and her brief, gracious acceptance speech for Best Dance Electronic Album, which officially made her the Recording Academy's most awarded artist of all time. Paid tribute to her late paid tribute to her late um great uncle Johnny, her teary superstar husband Jay-Z standing in the audience, and the queer community for your love and for inventing the genre. Did also ran Diplo mouth something shady when her name was announced, maybe. um, so high rappers delight. Will Smith may have excused himself from the narrative at the last minute, but the evening's high vibe celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip hop hardly needed the distraction of a conflicted star. Not when it had Missy Elliott, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, Big Boy, Rakim, Public Enemy, De La Soul, Method Man, Grandmaster Flash, Too Short, Ice T, Run DMC, and Busta Rhymes flow so electric it made the Micro Machines guy sound like a medicated Loris. Medicated Loris. Oh man. That's funny right there. That's fucking funny. Oh jeez. Wow. Wow. Oh man. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. Whoa, Bonnie rates little ballad that could. It takes a village typically to pen a song of the year. This award hasn't gone to one written solely by the artist who sang it since Amy Winehouse took the prize in 2008 for Rehab. Somehow, though, a 73-year-old roots singer with a silver streak in her hair, 11 Grammys on her mantle, and no charting single since 1995 defeated the likes of Beyonce, Lizzo, Kendrick, and Adele in one of the night's biggest categories with Just Like That, a gentle um, rumination about organ donation. Oh, wow. And whoa, best new artist is actually new, and the Esperanza Spalding, um, not to be confused with the basketball folks, award for Jazz Bowl Bombshells goes to Samara J, the stunned 23-year-old Bronx native New Yorker whose previous fame stemmed mostly from being named Jazz Times Best New Artist in 2021. Nobody looked more surprised than Joy, who gave a charmingly awed speech to a room full of superstars who fully expect to see Lotto um main skin or wet leg. Wet leg. Oh man, that's funny. Wet leg. Oh shit. This trophy home. Oh wow. Taking this trophy home. Okay. Um Speaking of upsets. Oh, Styles' Album of the Year prize for the perfectly pleasant Harry's House came as likely confirmation that Beyonce's career will always come with an asterisk now. The winningest superstar in pop history who somehow failed to take a single AOTY trophy in an otherwise unparalleled career. We like to say there will be another chance after Renaissance. But those prizes come to pop stars over 40 about as often as an asteroid. Oh shit. Oh shit. Not an asteroid. Not an asteroid. Not an asteroid. Like you know how that shit goes, man. You said not an asteroid. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, that's funny. Um oh man. Then again, this kind of chaos also feels exactly on brand for the Recording Academy. A reminder that Grammys gonna Grammy no matter what the bookies and the supposed wins of change say. And of course, low, not the closure we came for, much like the 2021 Oscars ceremony, rearranging itself around the prospect of a posthumous win for Chadwick Boseman, who only to have Anthony Hopkins, who wasn't even in the room, take home the best actor prize, the placing of a DJ Khaled performance of God Did. Following Styles' surprise win felt like a truly unfortunate misreading of where the evening was headed. Jay-Z doing his um ob- ob- obligatory bid alongside Khaled, Rick Ross, Friday, John Legend, and Lil Wayne looked like he wanted to teleport himself right off the stage after his wife's AOTY, which is album of the year, loss. The entire vibe of the performance felt both chaotic and hollow. Holy shit. God give it, yes, and sometimes he take it away, but fate did this one dirty. Well, look, man, look. I, there were some people I just saw like a video in it was like a recording of people being upset because Beyonce didn't get album of the year. Like it's crazy though, man, you know what I'm saying? But I get it, but you're not gonna win everything, man. You're not gonna win everything, you know what I'm saying? Um yeah, and it's just crazy though, man. But anyway, um let's see. So there were some people who chimed in actually. So let's look at those. So this one's from Abe Frumman. Um, am I the only only one who is completely baffled by the obsession with Beyonce? And another person says, no, you are not the only one. Although it seems like the whole world is obsessed with her. That is merely a narrative the media, social media, and especially Twitter and most awards awards bodies love to push. As difficult as it may be to believe, but there are plenty of people besides us who are not completely obsessed with Beyonce. And another person says, by Music Man. Do you think she wins because her records are good or because Jay-Z invites everyone to their parties? Probably probably because he has a lot of pull in the industry. And another person says she sings and dances, not the best at either, but definitely talented. Does she write music or play an instrument? No, others write the music and lyrics. She sings and then the sound engineers go to work. After that, it's PR promotion to the extreme. Beyonce is one cog in a large wheel. No, not definitely not the only one. Obviously, she is very talented vocally and knows how to perform live. Relatively rare these days. I saw Shania in front of a live audience once, and she was stiff and awkward. But she doesn't have the voice of an Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. nor do her videos really push the envelope like Madonna's early ones did. Man, every year people are going to be comparing a music artist to another music artist. I mean, look, man, let me say this though, man. There's no way you can actually compare um you can't compare Beyonce to Aretha Franklin. Like, why would you? Why would you compare? Why would you compare that, man? That doesn't make any sense. And then, and then to compare her to Madonna, come on. Like, this is. Are you really? Are you really that crazy to be doing crazy comparisons? Really, really though. Really though. Like, seriously, man. That's what gets a lot of people angry. Yeah. And another person says, nope, I don't think I've ever heard one of her songs. And if I did, I didn't know it was her. And another person says, no, you are not alone. I listened to Beyonce and that was enough for me. It's a bit reminiscent of the whole Michael Jackson King of Pop era. As good as he was marketed as the King of Pop, and many people just never questioned its validity. Meanwhile, despite great sales and radio play, his best album was probably Off the Wall. Beyonce is fine, but if you've lived through Whitney, Diana Ross, Luther Vandross, Prince, and others, it's hard to get enthusiastic about her. And as far as this particular album and its nod to house music, not a single song off her album comes close to the songs they are trying to emulate. Compare Break My Soul to Robin's Show Me Love or any of the bigger commercial hits that came from house music in the 90s. I wouldn't been fine for her to win Grammys, but all the fawning over her is kind of silly. Another person says, totally agree with your assessment of her latest album. I like what she tried to accomplish, but honestly, the songs just weren't that good or interesting. A couple decent bangers, but that's it. You shouldn't win Grammys just for your good intentions. I listen to Show Me Love any day over anything off Renaissance. And 1000%. Another person says, I still can't get over the fact that she had the gall to thank the queer community after performing in Dubai. Can you say tone deaf? Another person says, you may have been at a very impressionable age at the time, but Off the Wall is not Michael Jackson's best album, and he was the king of pop. No one else compares in that genre. Even though he infused rock, soul, and R&B into his music, he really owned pop. King of rock can go to Elvis, etc. Another person says, cute, it's all a matter of opinion, but the fact is, he didn't do a single thing like Beyonce that hadn't been done by others already, including the moonwalk. I like Michael, but he was mostly a lesson in marketing, not quality. Give me a break. Shut the fuck up. I you listen. Look, man, Michael Jackson is a legend, okay? Like, and this is the thing about high expectations. This is the thing about high expectations, man. You know what I'm saying? There's high expectations, not just with music artists and singers and rappers and hip hop artists and stuff like that, but there's also high expectations with fucking directors, producers who do movies and TV shows and shit. Like seriously, like you may not understand what it's like to make a TV show or a movie or whatever, and how hard it is to direct and produce and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously, man. I just feel like people want to find um people want to find shit to complain about all the time, man, but they're not doing any better. They're not doing any better. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people who always want to find something to complain about is doing too much fucking reaching. And I feel like a lot of times, and I'm not saying everybody, but there's some, not all, but they are doing too much reaching and and trying to get clout and shit. It's just too damn much, man. It's too fucking much, man. And this is why um they are the Neanderthals. They are the Neanderthal leeching moron bastards who's doing too much reaching right now, man. Like seriously. Like this has gotta stop, man. Like seriously. Like you can't expect perfection out of everybody. You can't. Perfection doesn't work in every situation. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just and that's just my take on this shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on this shit though, man. Like for real, for real. Um yeah. All right, so another person says, I agree about Off the Wall. I liked Thriller and Bad, but Off the Wall was truly the best out of the three. Beyonce, who that? How insulting that instead of celebrating Harry Styles winning for a very cohesive, thoughtful, critically acclaimed album, you took it as an opportunity to put him down just because Beyonce didn't win. Doesn't she have enough awards already? She's the most awarded artist in Grammy history. Get over yourselves with this absurd adulation of her. She's not the end all be all of the music industry, and you really felt it's necessary to call Styles' accomplishment one of the low points of the night. Shame on you. And another person says he's a talented young man, and in his speech, he was so humble and said that this doesn't happen to people like him very often. And EW is wishing hadn't hadn't, just so Beyonce could add yet another trophy to her overcrowded mantle. Shaking my fucking head. I don't like Beyonce. There, I said it. Her music does not inspire me at all. The hip hop tribute was far and away the best of the Grammys this year for me. And I was listening to Harry Styles this afternoon while doing some work around the house, completely forgetting about the Grammys. He just has the perfect pop performance with well-crafted songs. It could be the case where Grammy voters felt that, well, Beyonce was going to win, so might as well vote for the album they wanted to win, and it crowded her out. I haven't heard a single song from her album, so I could speak to how good it is or not. Okay. Let's see. So that's about it actually. With the Grammys. Now we can go to our next particular subject right here. Um, Ice Spice. Most recently, I did see this actually. and this was from TMZ earlier actually when I saw this actually. Um, and this is from Complex. Northwest shares her fandom for the upcoming rapper Ice Spice in a new TikTok video. The 9-year-old daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West is not shy when it comes to sharing her creativity on social media. On her joint account with her mother, Kim and North, the celebrity kid showed off her artistic skills as she replicated a portrait of the Munch rapper on Monday. Um, in the video, West recorded small snippets of her step-by-step process of creating a detailed freehand portrait in pencil. Showing off the final look, she held up the picture while singing along to Boys Alive Part 2 by Pink Pantheress and Ice Spice. A Spice was a fan of the artwork as she reposted the clip, which has been viewed 8 million times on TikTok and on her Instagram stories. TMZ quickly caught up with the 23-year-old in Brooklyn and got her take on West's work. She described it as so cute, saying, "Thank you, North." She called the young artist so talented. Ice Spice also confirmed to the outlet that new music is on its way. Boys Alive Part 2 continues to climb the charts as it enters number 5 on Spotify's top 50 global playlist with over 4.1 million streams. In January, Spice debuted her 6-track EP, Like, featuring Gangsta Boo, late great Gangsta Boo, and Lil TJ, earning the Bronx rapper her first Billboard charted track at number 84 on the Hot 100. Okay. All right. So we got more. Let me see. Okay. I do have another one actually. I don't know if I should actually no. I thought I did, but once I thought I did, but I'm gonna actually yes. So I say that's pretty inspiring actually, man. I mean, um I like to make some noise, man. Let's make some noise for Northwest for drawing Ice Spice and everything else. The most talented person ever in 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 the family. I gotta say that's pretty good though, man. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. So all right, let's make some noise right here. Okay. About to make a round of applause actually right here. All right. Let's see what else we got here that we need to get to. Oh yes. Yes. Yes, let's get to eat and drink. Okay, let's get into eat and drink. I've been meaning to get this actually, but let's get into it though. Eat and drink. Let me see where I did with this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Bear with me. Just bear with me, folks. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Um, all right. Um, I did that already. Did that one already. Boy. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, in honor of eat and drink, in honor of two restaurants that we got to get to, let's get to our next segment right here called Munchies and Drinks. Munchies and Drinks, man. How about that, though, man? Give me 1 second. Yes, Munchies and Drinks. Let's get into it. Right about. Hold on a minute. Where's. Yeah, Munchies and Drinks. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into some eat and drink stuff. All right, so let's get into so let's get into um Midtown's Harder and Bar. Let's get into this right here. Um yes. All right. So two popular spots in Midtown are generating a lot of buzz in New York City's food scene. Harder and Bar SEMA opened this past fall as first class dining destinations by the award winning NYC based hospitality group, a PC. Yes, a PC. Both spots are nestled comfortably in Grayson Hotel, located at 30 West 39th Street, which also opened its doors just steps away from Bryant Park. End quote. We were looking we were looking at the property and trying to figure out, given that neighborhood, obviously you have a lot of tourists, you have a lot of tech that's there, and is just close to a lot of different things, right? You are near Broadway, but you are a little bit further away from it, and you are near Bryant Park, said Tom Dillon, founder and CEO of a PC. We are we really were trying to do concepts that we felt could offer like different people different experiences at the property. On the ground of the Grayson Hotel, you'll find harder sitting adjacent to the hotel lobby. The restaurant serves Mediterranean cuisine that pulls inspiration from Italy, France, and Spain, while also utilizing flavor profiles from the Middle East. The concept, the concept was mapped out by Dylan, a PC's chief culinary officer Jonathan Beno, and executive chef Mark Zuckerman, who really made the menu into something that is truly one of a kind. End quote. What was sort of the original thoughts when it came to developing the menu for Harder were a couple of the key things we really wanted to involve, especially in the menu, is one of the idea of a good amount of offerings as far as small plates go. So things that can are easily shared, things that can be shared between two or three people, says Zuckerman. It really showed the vision. It was really the vision of the dining room table with 2 to 4 people sitting at it, and the table is just full of all these different plates of food everyone's sharing. The harder menu taps into Zuckerman's and Benno's extensive experience and features a variety of shareables, including potato and chorizo, um, croquettes, lamb ribs, burrata, falafel, mixed chicories, and more, as well as spreads served with foca, focaccia bread, such as charred eggplant, fava bean hummus, labneh, labneh, and romesco. The dinner menu is also packed with Mediterranean flavors and dishes such as the braised Peking duck, chicken tagine, black bass, black Angus sirloin, and more. You can round out your meal at Harder with their dessert menu, which includes treats such as the Basque cheesecake, quince, crostata, and the pistachio soft serve sundae. Harder also has breakfast and lunch options for New York City's early dinners. The Mediterranean gets a little broad in description, but there is a lot of influence from southern France, a bit from Italy, and then a good amount from the Middle East as well, whether it's Turkey or Israel, said Zuckerman. The menu plays more to the style of a restaurant that has strong ties to those areas. Meanwhile, Bar Sema sits at the very top of the hotel's 28th floor, offering views of the Hudson River and the Empire State Building. Tapping into Dylan's expertise in developing Mexican restaurants, bars, and lounges, the bar is a very agave forward in its offerings, with many of the specialty cocktails, as well as their play on classic cocktails containing tequila or mezcal. I always love to be able to do those two parts of something like Mexican food and cuisine and drinks is fun. It can be widely enjoyed, but at the same time, there's a lot behind it. There's a lot of really interesting things behind it, said Dylan. Dylan says that customers have come to love the tequila or mezcal in classic cocktails, such as the mezcal Negroni, um, the Oxycontin old fashioned, and the Paloma with tequila blanco, as well as the specialty cocktail menu that infused traditional Mexican flavors into the drinks, like the Elote Old Fashioned, the Nativio Fizz, no, the Nativo Fizz, excuse me, and the SEMA Special. End quote. I think people have kind kind of appreciated both sides of that. Some people come in, they are like, yeah, I really want to really spirit forward, old fashioned, and that's super interesting, said Dylan. Then the other side of it is a little more experimentation around something that's more that expression of not just Mexican spirits, but also more of the interesting ingredients that we have in a few of the cocktails. Both Zuckerman and Dylan say that Harder and Bar Sema have been received really well by the public since the openings, which is particularly positive considering they are both attached to the hotel. I think the first few weeks it was definitely more of a draw on, guests in the hotel, but now it's getting much more mixed, a lot more repeat guests, Dylan said about Bar Sema. We opened with a menu that has a good amount of what I would call approachable, safe options that are still very flavorful and delicious, and then a few options that are more on the front side for us. And the menu has been very well received. Zuckerman said about Harder. Unfortunately, a lot of restaurants that are inside of hotels kind of get that stigma around them. Damn. But I would really love to see Harder get its feet under it and become a reason that people are dining in the Grayson as opposed to a restaurant that people are dining in because they are staying in the Grayson Hotel. In the months ahead, Harder and Boss Sema will be working on a new taco truck that will be parked on Boss Sema excuse me, Boss Sema's balcony, offering delicious food to munch on alongside Boss Sema's cocktails. As for as for the future of Harder and Boss Sema, both Dylan and Zuckerman hope that the establishments become more popular once the weather gets warmer. That being said, they are also looking to help New Yorkers broaden their horizons with their offerings. I hope happens in the coming months once we really get back into um, the spring. The summer comes around, it becomes a spot in this neighborhood where you can get some of that pre-theater, post-theater crowd. I think it's a really beautiful dining room, and the menu has a lot of great options that you could get through a meal pretty quickly if you need it to go see a show, or you are looking to grab something after a show other than that, says Zuckerman, to just become a staple in the area that gets a good amount of foot traffic from um, the offices around us, and just becomes a great, reliable, consistent restaurant for the folks living in this area, and also, surprisingly refined and delicious restaurant that is in the lobby of the Grayson Hotel. One of the things I always was I was disheartened by a lot of times is people really didn't take the time to understand a lot of Mexican cuisine or tequila like spirits, said Dylan. Everybody's knowledge is, kind of evolved. So to me, it's like that, seeing those two things come together where people are still like, this is a fun, approachable convi no convivio, excuse me. Like, it's a great experience to have, but also there's a lot behind this, and you can really appreciate the uniqueness of the agave spirits and kind of how it's presented. For more information about Harder and Barcema, you can visit the website at hardernyc.com and barcemanyc.com. All right, heart that's hardernyc.com and barcemanyc.com. You can check those out. You can check out the menus, the desserts, the food, the drinks, all that great stuff right there. And one more thing we need to get to right here, which is the Astoria kebab. Oh, wow. Okay, so because recently it was Valentine's Day, right? So yeah, recently it was Valentine's Day. So call it a match, ground and grilled in a fit of fiery heat. Such is the burning passion that a kebab restaurant in Astoria, Queens, New York is displaying as it launches the search of a lifetime for the newlywed couple who recently visited their restaurant and danced a first dance. Hold on. All right, hold on. All right, so once reunited with their unrequired lovers, um, German Doner Kebab plans on gifting the couple what they hope will be the ultimate foodie present. Um, Free kebabs at GDK for a year. German Doner Kebab, which opened in Astoria on February 6th, which was last week. No, 2 weeks ago, excuse me, serenaded the couple who enjoyed their first meal as married partners on February 10th after their wedding ceremony. They danced together, donned in their full wedding gear and surrounded by the restaurant's neon orange glow and the comings and goings of kebab craving patrons. This was the couple's third visit during the first 5 opening days, according to a GDK spokesperson. To continue the merry celebrations, the married couple brought two friends along with them. All four ordered original German doner kebabs. Yum. That's pretty good. Um It was so wonderful to be part of this couple's special day, said Ali Lodi, the restaurant manager who was present that day. Our colleague Barkisa serenaded them as they danced on the restaurant floor. It was truly a memorable moment. While marriage rates across the U.S. continue to steadily decline, oh shit, the growth rate of the Jermaine Donna kebab business is expected to rise. Jermaine Donna Kebab recently announced plans to open 12 new locations this year. Wait, yeah, I've been saying this for a whole time though, man. Yeah, the divorce rate is damn son. Yeah, when it comes to divorces, that shit is stressful, man. And I don't know. I hate to say this though, man. That shit is very stressful for a lot of people. Um, that's very stressful and scary to hear, though, man. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about you, but for some people, for some people, yeah, it can be hard to process though. It can be hard to process though, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's a scary thing to actually think about right there. Damn, talk about crashing and burning. Probably another reason why people get divorced is because of their rageaholic ways and stuff. So that's probably another reason. It could be over some petty differences. You know what I'm saying? So that's really fucking crazy. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know. But that's gonna be another story for another time though, man. But you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Like I probably told somebody, I'm not gonna let me save this story for another time though, man. But you know what I mean? So that's crazy though, man. Divorce rate is actually declining. But I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But that sounds I don't know, man. I don't know if that's considered a good thing, but it sounds like the opposite of a good thing.
Why don't you look me up? Why don't you look me
I had to do it though, man. I had to do it just to make my point. I had to do it though, man. But that's just to really do all this just to do the extra stuff actually. So anyway, man, let's keep going. Let's keep going though, man. All right, so let me see. Where did I leave off? Where did I leave off though? Yes, so the Queens location is the chain's second US location, and three more locations are planned for New York City, including Midtown Manhattan and Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. Yes, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn is a wow. That's gonna be special for New York City. Um, both of the New Jersey and New York restaurants are owned and operated by brothers Eunice and Tameen Shahul, who also operated a number of cousin Maine lobster restaurants across the Northeast and Mid Atlantic regions. Despite an overall downwards trend, marriages in the U.S. rebounded slightly and increased by 18% from 2020 to 2021, according to February 14th data from the CDC. NCHS National Vital Statistics System. Oh my gosh. That brings the marriage rate to 6 marriages per 1,000 people. In New York, the marriage rates from 2020 to 2021 increased from 4.5 to 5.2 per 1,000 people. Oh my gosh. The bearing no mind to these trends, GDK only expressed remorse for losing the bride and groom who got away. We are just sorry that we didn't get their names as we would love to get back in touch to gift them with free kebabs for a year. Lodi said, please help us find them. Of course, do you know Do you know this couple? Or better yet, are you this couple? Get in touch with German Donor Kebab via Instagram at German Donor Kebab USA. You can follow them on Instagram as well. German Donor Kebab USA. And there you have it. There you have it. Right here. There you have it. There you have it. All right. And there you have it right there, folks. And this has been an interesting episode right here, man. With episode 236 titled Party Over Here. And I think that's going to actually wrap up the wild and crazy and fun topics of this New York podcast platform right here. Let me get to the last segment right here for the night, folks, so you could actually get a better idea on things. So this is Stream Choices on the Go, is where I inform you on where you can actually follow the show on social media, and of course where you can actually listen to the podcast episodes. So let's get into it right here, man. Let's get into it right here though, man, because this is gonna be a good one right here. So let's get into it right here. Let's get into it. Yes. Folks, y'all know what to do, man. You like the topics that's being discussed today or any previous episodes whatsoever, you can go ahead and follow Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my Sports Edition show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, and the review show Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, also on Instagram, as well as myself, the homie right here, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. All right. So there you have it right there. Be sure you turn on your notifications on the gram so you can be able to know when each episode is going to be dropping, and to be sure when new details on when not only the new episodes, but also you can also catch up on the episodes as well. If you miss any of them, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing right here. And yes, so as I said before, man, we're gonna get into where you can listen to the episodes. If you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree / G Money Stacks 555, and when you click on the link, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms where you can listen to the episodes, and of course you can download the apps, and you can leave a voice message on anchor.fm / G Money Stacks / message. That's anchor.fm / G Money Stacks / message. In case you have any questions, any comments, whatever it is, all is welcome. So there you have it right there. Yeah. And let me just do right there. Anyway, yes, so starting with Anchor, all right. Yes, Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, the newly added streaming platform, and Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasts. And you don't need a credit card or a debit card to actually download these apps. All right. And be sure to follow my other shows that's also on iHeartRadio, including this one right here. Of course, my other shows is also on iHeartRadio as well. So you can actually follow the Sports Edition show of Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast and Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show that's also on there as well. I just dropped off episode 113, and you can actually download these apps, including iHeartRadio, onto your iPhones, your Android phones. You have your iPads, your Android tablets, your laptops. That includes your MacBook, alongside with Apple, Dell laptops, including Windows laptops. Make sure you download every single app that I just mentioned onto your laptops, especially Apple, Mac laptops, and of course Dell laptops, which includes Windows as well. And finally, last but not least, make sure you don't forget to grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, with all the New York episodes already uploaded and posted to the channel page. Click on the noni bell and enable alerts so you can be in the know on when the live stream episode recording of the podcast is going to start. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics being discussed. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, watch, download these episodes, share the videos, share the episodes, and of course, be sure to tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And of course, be sure to share the link that says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555 with all the links of the apps that I just mentioned and the podcast, along with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, the people you are cool with from work and wherever you meet new people, especially barbecues, festivities, get-togethers, parties, birthday parties, wherever you meet new people, all right? Spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this episode right here. And that's going to do it for myself included in episode 236, titled Party Over Here. And of course, that's going to wrap up for the wild, crazy, fun topics. I appreciate every single one of you for listening and tuning in and rocking with me on this New York podcast platform right here. You could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this podcast right here. And I appreciate every single one of you for sticking around with me, even though certain individuals had conflicted work schedules and stuff. So couldn't really be a part-time co-host and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do what I can to actually be the most successful podcaster as well. And I'm gonna try to do my best to gather some guests, maybe reach out to them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And and of course, if you have any comments on the topics, feel free to actually jump in the comment section and the Instagram um podcast show page where I post the Instagram live feed on Instagram in a couple minutes. So yes. And yeah, that's it, man. Remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and you have to earn it. New York wasn't built in a day. And of course, most importantly, be confident in what you love to do creatively, and make sure you find your voice. Be comfortable with your voice, and of course, for the most part, find and look for something that actually makes you smile and happy, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and be on your P's and Q's on a consistency basis that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. Don't let anybody stop you from accomplishing your goals and dreams. All right. You do what makes you happy. Don't worry about being a fucking people pleaser, you know what I'm saying, to everybody else, because everybody else is not going to be fucking happy about anything. So don't worry about that. Just do you. That's all you have to do. Do you, be yourself, be the best host of a podcast show, best radio personality, whatever career field you're trying to do, man. Don't let anybody stop you. Just continue your success. And how you celebrate your success, you don't have to tell people how great you are. Just know that you are great in many ways and levels. So that's it. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. One love. And of course, I hope y'all had a nice Valentine's Day weekend. Even though some people didn't have Valentine's Day, um, as far as like a woman as a date or whatever. But that's all right though, man. That's where single awareness day is gonna come in, which I will talk about in a future episode too. So, all right, so that's it. Peace and one love. Stay liquid. Be careful out there. Stay safe. And I hope y'all are keeping yourselves warm. Don't do anything stupid by wearing shorts in the cold weather. Spring is going to be around the corner in about 2 months. All right. So you just have to be patient with Mother Nature. So I'm out of here. I'm off this shit. Peace and one love. Good night, everybody.